Welcome to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. Today, we look at the Calm Dad Blueprint, staying calm when parenting gets tough. We all know that parenting is the most challenging job in this world, and I'm here to support you on that journey with lots of love, self compassion, self love, and calmness. How is it that we can stay calm in the midst of the chaos of parenting, right? I'm Christine Bernard, stress management coach, and much more. Lots of experience behind me. And I love to use that experience to support you. So today I want to share that, of course, some days, right? Parenting feels like a real test that you didn't study for. Does that sound familiar? Put a yes in the chat if it does. But your kids do not need a perfect dad, they need a calm one. The calm one wins the race over the perfect dad or the perfect spouse, parent. So let's talk about how you can keep your cool even when your children push your limits. And this thought stuck into my head just as I was starting to prepare here. And smart kids know our weak link or links, and they can use it against us. It's our responsibility to be the smarter one or the calmer one, no matter what. Not easy, will you say? I totally agree. I remember being in those positions where I lost it and traumatized my child from just raising my voice too much with them and felt so bad, had so much regret before. However, I did not know how to stay a calm parent. So, in order to create emotionally healthy kids, we need to be calm. So that's why calm dads create emotionally healthy kids. We talked about the emotional resilience, showing our children how to be calm is one of the best gifts you can give your child, besides leaving a legacy of love. Love includes being calm, doesn't it? Think of the leaders of the world that are calm, centered, and grounded, or your bosses at work. Do you prefer the ones that get angry and upset and blow up, or do you prefer the ones that are calm, collected, cool, and able to communicate their thoughts clearly and precisely? Anyway, in my opinion, it's all about creating that space for you to be calm so that your child learns that from you. Because consciously and unconsciously, our children learn from us. They can feel the negative energy. I mean, have you walked in a room where everybody's angry? You can feel it. Have you walked in a room where everybody's in a great mood, even if there's no sound, I'm certain you will be able to, if you pay attention closely. Maybe you've never done it and it's a challenge for you, and that's okay. Practice it. And you walk in the room. Oh, and everybody's calm in a good mood. You feel the difference. Walking in from home, walking in home, what? Okay, I got this. Walking into the house from work. Can you tell right away the energy in the house? Sometimes you'll go, oh no, they're all fighting again. How am I going to deal with this? I had a hard day at work. Or you can walk in and everybody's calm, beautiful conversation, there's laughter. Doesn't that feel amazing? So, what if you're the one walking into a household where the spouse is at ends with, the children are at their ends with? How can you just shift that around and get everybody back to their calmness, even if you have had a rough day? So, my first suggestion would be you open the door and you just close it back and you say, okay, I need a minute for myself. I need a quick reset minute. I'm going to breathe in, feel where all my heaviness from my day is in my body, and I'm going to release that. And I'm just going to let go. And I'm going to breathe in, think of things that make me feel good. Imagine my children and my spouse happy, joyful, and keep releasing the weight of the day. Now, if the quick 1 minute reset with breath work doesn't work, maybe you want to go jog around the block. Maybe you want to just do 10 push-ups. You know yourself what works for you to calm yourself down quickly. For me, it's the snap, tap, and zap, which is an instant release. And it relieves me from the parenting stress and wanting to be perfect. This is good. So I'm going to snap. I'm going to tap here here's the collarbone. There's a meridian point. I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to notice where the tightness is in my body right now. I'm going to relax, and where I want things to be perfect when I walk into the house, I'm going to put that onto the spiraling train and let it be burned by the magma. And just allowing that to be released right here, right now. And I'm going to take another deep breath in. Notice this need for perfection that I may have and frustration to see that the house isn't all calm, and just releasing that until zap that out. I feel more calm and grounded. It may take a minute or two. And often when we're in our vehicle, we can stop a block before the house and we know what kind of how things have been doing if we ask on our way out, oh, I'm heading home. How are things going? And if you get an answer, Harry, you're like, okay, I'm going to take a few minutes before I reach close to the house to just self-regulate, or at red lights. I love red lights to self-regulate. And then when I walk in, I open the door, I'm calm. I can see the chaos. I can observe the chaos. However, if I'm triggered, I can keep snap tap. You can do it on the fingertips and just breathe in and say, okay. You can ask, who needs a hug? And someone might come running for a hug. They might not hear you. They might. And just put your things down, walk in, and assess which person in the house, in the apartment, might need it most. Use your intuition. I can't tell you who it will be. Sometimes it'll be the spouse, sometimes it'll be the children. And to just, if it's a little 2-year-old having a temper tantrum, you can go by and ask, do you need a hug? Do you need anything from me? And they might go on, no, I don't. Mom did this, or so-and-so did that. Just stay there, self-regulate. They will connect to this energy of calmness unconsciously, most likely. And all of a sudden, it may take a minute, it may take 20 minutes. But those 20 minutes will be so worth it, so that when you're in your home afterwards, everybody else will start calming down. And when they're ready, give them a beautiful hug. Show them you love them. Pick them up, go see the next child, ask them if they need a hug, and the next one, and the spouse. And say, what do we need right now so that we can be in more harmony? And you would be surprised when you ask this to children, they can come up with the most amazing suggestions. Some might say, oh, we need a calming movie. Some might say, I don't know, just need a hug, Dad. We just want to cuddle with you. We need Mom to calm down. Oh, okay. You guys want to stay here and I'll go take a peek and see what's needed there? And just maybe Mom because she had to take care, or your spouse because they had to take care of the kids, burnt the supper as well. That happens. Or burn the bottom off the pot. I've done that when my son was a newborn. Oh my goodness, you take the pot, you lift it up, and it's all like the metal is melting. It was made with aluminum. Oh, anyway, I was like, oh my goodness, yep. Well, your bottle isn't ready yet, honey. Sorry you're crying. But so there's all kinds of funny and weird things that will happen, and they may not seem funny in the moment. Of course not. I did not find it funny when I picked up the pot and it was melting onto the burner. And I was like, what do I do with this? I have never seen this situation before. I'd forgotten the water that was boiling in the pot to clean the bottles or to heat up the bottle. I don't know what it was exactly, but I remember that part. I did not find it funny now. Now I find it funny, right? So you just keep self-regulating and you keep staying calm. And how can I help you? Ask your spouse, how can I help you? What can I do that would take some of this stress away for you? And maybe a 20-minute show in front of a TV dinner can be the best thing, even though it's not in your values too much to have, like you like to have awesome food, organic food, biologic, it doesn't matter. It's different and it's what's needed in that moment. And that's what we need to tune into. And your intuition might offer to go out, or your intuition might say, hey, I only have 20 minutes. I can't bring you out for supper. But what can we quickly make that, everybody will like, why don't you all sit down? I'll make a supper, quick supper, macaroni and cheese or something. And we'll eat that. I'll eat it in my office, but you guys will be fed, right? Cutting up a few vegetables and feeding that to everybody while they're hungry can be super easy to do, to have celery sticks and carrot sticks that you can keep in the fridge in a bit of water and just takes them out whenever they need to. That's a trick that I had, was to keep some vegetables cut up in the fridge, where at any time that my children were hungry, they were allowed to go in the fridge and take some of these vegetables. Sometimes the dish emptied fast, sometimes it didn't, and that's okay. But at least they got a little bit of something to eat to tie them over until the meal was ready. But usually, to be honest, I was the worst one if the meal wasn't ready on time. Everybody had to leave the kitchen because I would get in such a mood. So I think that's how maybe it came about, to think of putting some cut up vegetables in the fridge that they can just access easily. And at least they're eating the vegetables. So then when you have macaroni and cheese, well, they've had their vegetables before the meal, right? There's so many creative ways of, listening to our values and teaching our children what's important, most important for us. And on that note, I would like to know, what's your go-to strategy when you feel like you're about to lose it? What is your go-to strategy? Right? I remember when I was teaching, I had some students, boys and girls, who had lots of energy, and they'd be lined up in line to wait to have something corrected, and they were talking, and I would just say drop and give me 10, and they loved it. They had so much fun. The first time they looked at me all crazy, and they loved it. So why don't you do, when you walk in with your children, why don't you try doing 10 push-ups with them? Have fun, or curl ups. They'll do it any old way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect. They're doing something with you, and they will remember those moments, because there's moments where they did something with you, Dad. And find fun. Your challenge is to find fun, creative ways to take that tension in the house, in the apartment down, so that it can be peaceful and harmonious again. It doesn't always work the way we want it, but remember, it is more important to be a calm dad than a perfect dad. And if your children are testing you, it's because they're smart. So be proud of them for being smart. But you've got to find ways to be smarter. Okay? That's your challenge as well. Lots of challenges today. But I wish you all the best. And I'll see you tomorrow. Today's Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow for another episode and other little tips to support you in your journey to just be the best loving dad that you can be in your family and with yourself, because it all starts with you. It does. That was my hardest lesson. I want it to be easier for you, so that's why I'm giving you these tips. So if you want to stress-proof your parenting, let's work on it together. Book a pressure-free call. I'll see you soon, and